A flurry of diplomacy as the United States, Qatar, and Egypt say it's time for a ceasefire in Gaza and for the remaining hostages to be freed. President Biden, together with the leaders of Qatar and Egypt, have signed a joint statement calling on Israel and Hamas to resume negotiations next week in either Doha or Cairo. This comes after last week's assassination of top leaders of Hezbollah and Hamas that prompted those organizations and the government of Iran to swear to retaliate against Israel. Let's bring in ABC News' foreign correspondent Tom Soufi-Burge for more on this. Tom, talk to us about this joint statement from President Biden and the leaders of Qatar and Egypt. I'm reading a quote here. They say there is no further time to waste nor excuse from any party for further delay. How significant is this?
Alex, it's unusual for President Biden to sign that statement with those two leaders. It shows that the U.S. is still putting the ceasefire negotiations in Gaza front and center, that it's a top priority for the administration. But I don't think U.S. officials are pretending that we're about to get a deal. I mean, a U.S. official talking to us is saying there are still significant issues, 4 or 5 issues, in the words of that official, that still need to be addressed. We know one issue in particular is whether or not, in the case of a ceasefire, whether there would be checks by the Israeli military if Palestinians were able to move from the south back to their homes in the north, and also what would happen to the Philadelphia corridor. That's the strip of land separating Egypt from Gaza. The IDF currently controls that. For Israel, that is important to stop arms being smuggled back into Gaza. Egypt, though, it wouldn't be happy with a status quo or the Palestinians that effectively the Israeli military would remain in complete control of that strip of land. So, you know, we're seeing a lot of fighting in Gaza today, more than 20 people killed alone today by the Israeli military, according to the Hamas-run Gaza Health Ministry.
Well, and Tom, one of the other things, I mean, we're hearing this verbiage of negotiations being in the final stages, but as you laid out, some details still to be cobbled together. But also, Hamas, Hezbollah, and Iran have all vowed to take revenge on Israel following the recent assassination attempts, or the recent assassinations of top Hamas and Hezbollah leaders. So does that complicate these negotiations?
It complicates them. I mean, look, a U.S. official telling us, Alex, that if there was a significant strike on Israel, it would jeopardize those ceasefire negotiations. So U.S. officials are not making a direct link. They're not saying that the talks are inextricably linked to the de-escalation diplomacy surrounding a possible Iranian or Hezbollah attack on Israel. We're seeing a lot of activity again today up on Israel's northern border with southern Lebanon. Hezbollah and the Israeli military trading attacks, as per usual kind of in recent days. A lot of tension, but nothing major. And all eyes really for now on whether or not Hezbollah or Iran might attack in the coming hours or days. Alex?
All right, Tom Soufi-Burge tracking this for us from Tel Aviv. Tom, thank you.